more local food evidence. I emailed many of you on Sunday, yes, Sunday. And thank you for responding on Sunday, many of you. So I am getting through those emails of the return evidence that you guys gave me, so it should be today. It should be done. So if you haven't seen it already, your leadership, your BCFA, Academic Senate, ASB, and CSEA leadership all have a copy of it that they can send to you, so let me know or let me know and I can give it to you. So you'll be seeing that coming through, it goes to the board for approval this month. So that's coming. I'm just going to give you a little overview of what we're seeing so far in enrollment. There's some good, there's some, it's kind of stayed the same, but we've done a lot of work over this last semester, last year in curriculum and scheduling. We've had a lot of meetings with individual disciplinarians to look at scheduling, barriers for students, why aren't they getting through, maybe some prereqs, maybe some times, we looked at block scheduling. So I just want to kind of show you a little bit of what we're looking at. So in comparison, this fall to last fall, that's what this is. We've seen a decrease in the number of sections we're offering this fall by 27%. Sounds bad, but it's better. A decrease of number of active sections by 13%. So 13% fewer sections we're offering. But a decrease in the number of canceled sections by 78%. That's fantastic. So of all the sections that were at one point in the fall 18 schedule, 21% of them were canceled. This fall we've seen 6%. Full term, for full term, so I'm going to do this by part of term, or 3 major parts of term. Our full term students per section in fall 18 was 14.9, and now we're looking at 19.8 per section. So that's 5 additional students per section that we're seeing. First 9 weeks in fall 18, we had 20.5. This semester is 20.9, so it's pretty stable. Second 9 weeks, we're looking so far. Again, enrollment's still going on for that second 9 weeks, but fall 18 was 20.8 students, and we're looking at 22.5. So that's a little bit of an increase. By campus, every campus is seeing an increase in the students per section, except for State Street this semester, which we all know already. And we're going to be focusing heavily on CTE programs this semester to meet with the faculty to see what's going on there and try to make some changes where we can. So looking at English and math, fall 18, we had 23 sections of below transfer level English for 375 enrollments. This semester we're seeing 1 section with 21 enrollments. Last semester we had 31 sections of transfer level English for 694 enrollments. This semester we're seeing 47 sections with 1,071 enrollments. And then I reported this out at the associate faculty meeting that we had at the beginning of the semester. And I haven't updated these numbers, so they might have changed a little bit. But for our what we call our promise cohort, our students directly from the high school. So the fall 18 cohort the number of students attempted the transfer level English in their first term was 45%. This fall's cohort is 84%. And then math, fall 18, we offered 24 sections of below transfer math for 722 enrollments. This semester, we've got 5 sections at 138. That includes math would be 5. So, and then last semester, we had 14 sections of transfer level math for 423 enrollments. And this fall, we're seeing 31 sections of transfer level with 834 enrollments. And then again, the promise cohort, the fall 18 cohort attempted transfer level math in their first term 31%. And this semester is 78%. I mean, overall, as of today, which happens to be census for full term, in comparison to the census of last fall, we are up 1.7% FTS and 0.98% in enrollments. So. Questions? Okay.
Okay. So on behalf of Heather, we wanted to update our student services buildings, new hours of operation. I believe Wendy may have sent an email out to everyone. But basically, we were open 2 Saturdays in August, 17th and 24th. That building as well will be open October 12th, 19th, and 26th in October. This is purposeful in the sense of being available at the time of students registering for courses, beginning, middle, and end, and as well as December 7th and December 14th. All Saturday office hours are 8 to 2. And it's going to be admissions and records, financial aid, counseling, and on most of those Saturdays, special programs and services as well. So just opening that for students who are part of our Saturday program, so do encourage them to show up. We offer those services. And the library and fitness center, I believe Brian may give more information, are open as well from 8 to 2. So make sure you send your students that way. Next, we have Brian Asbell speaking on some TLSC usage, AB 705, and Saturday programming.
Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Good to see all of you. Okay, so I'm going to make it quick because I know we have a lot to get through today. But just a few quick updates. As far as AB 705 goes, for English in the spring of 2019, we had 5 sections of the 194 1A bridge program, which resulted in a 55.66% success rate for the courses. And then this semester, we're offering 6 sections of that, so we moved one up. And we're offering them also in different formats to give them a try because from instructor feedback, we decided that was a good idea. So we have 5 weeks of English 194 that lead into the 12 weeks of 1A, and then we have the 18 weeks of both 194 and 1A that work concurrently as well. Currently, we have 161 students, which is 13.18% enrolled out of the 1,222 students enrolled in English courses. So we're hoping to get those numbers up as we transition into AB 705 era. For math, we had 3 sections last year of 194 with Math 5 combined with a 62.22% success rate. And now we moved up to 4 sections of that, of the 194-5 bridge program. And we have 5 weeks of Math 194 leading in 12 weeks, just like English. And then we have the 18 weeks that are running concurrently as well. So as we settle in on that and we decide together with the faculty what's best, we're going to make some decisions about how we want to handle that in the future. But it's working so far and we're trying different things. And so it's been good to work with the faculty on that and get feedback. As far as the TLSC usage and activities, like I mentioned earlier in announcements, I kind of spilled the beans a little bit early there. But we have usually 1,500 students as a monthly average in the TLSC, at least during the spring. Last spring we did. And then this opening month, we had over 4,000 students. So it's been a huge success. With that has come new challenges in scheduling and working everything out, which has been quite fun. But we welcome the challenge and we're looking forward to it. And I know the staff's been doing a great job over there. So please definitely give them a round of applause and thank them when you see them, because the Learning Support Services specialists, they keep that place running and afloat. Other than that, let's see, workshops are now being offered, and we have, I want to say 10 or 11 faculty staff in the TLSC. So when it comes down to it, it's not just the Learning Support Services specialists that are keeping that place running, but the faculty members as well. And I want to recognize the faculty for partaking in that and helping to promote the TLSC and all the services that we offer, whether it's one-on-one tutoring or the workshops that they're getting involved in. Some of you may have seen my email about offering other workshops to start promoting your kind of niche classes as well. So there's a lot of opportunities to not just grow the TLSC, but your classroom experience as well. So I look forward to working with you guys on that more, and I hope that you reach out to me and let me know what you're interested in doing there. Other than that, the Student Athlete Study Hall begins this week, and we're working with the new athletic director, Minor Mendoza. Is he here? There we go. So, hi, Minor. So yeah, we're working with Minor to develop and implement a more comprehensive program for our student athletes, and that should be up and running again starting this week. TLSC at Fort Irwin is now fully operational as well, which is really exciting. Yeah, you can clap, absolutely. Very exciting. As far as what we have going on there right now, we have a full-time learning support services technician up there, Lori Webster, who's been helping to run it. And then we have 3 tutors currently hired for the area that are staffing all sorts of hours. We have 5 TLSC faculty staffing the area and putting on workshops, so that's been a huge success as well. Again, the promotion of both TLSC services, both here in campus and Fort Oregon, start with the faculty members, right? So you guys are the ones who hope to get students in the door, and we appreciate that. The hours there, by the way, are from 8 to 7, okay, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Then lastly, I think Tanisha already covered it, so I'll just gloss over this, but Saturday program, library, and fitness and wellness center open from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So, all right, thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Brian. So last but not least, we have Nancy Olson for Humans to discuss technology support and online learning support services.
Hey, everybody. Okay, so what we've been doing in the ITC is we've actually kind of reorganized. So now we have an interim director of instructional technology and online learning, and that's me. And then we have an interim instructional design specialist, and that's Zephyr. He's been doing an excellent wonderful job. I'm so happy to have him. As you both know, we've been here a long time, so to see professional development working at this college is an awesome thing. We just wanted to also let you know that although the number of sections overall at this college is lowering, the number of online and hybrid classes is growing. And so we put up in the first session of fall, 124 sessions of online and hybrid courses, which was the largest session we had ever put up. But now that we're moving into fall session 2, we're already at 140, and we're gonna go higher. And we can tell that because every day we get another course that's created that's either online or hybrid. But we're up for that challenge. Having said that, what we need to do now is we used to be a full service area, which meant that the instructors would send in their materials to us and we would do their updates for them. Now we're moving into a training center, which means that what we will do is we will provide the training and support for the faculty to learn how to do their own updates. And this is something that we have to do as a college, not only because our bread and butter has always been online, but also because the best pedagogy comes when the faculty are the ones that are actually touching and doing their own updates. So we're here, but we're here to be a training center, to be a support center for all of you, so that when you look at something and you go, I don't know how I'm going to make that ADA compliant, you can call us and we can walk you through the process. So we're your training center for all the faculty. Please come and see us whenever you have any kind of issues. And that includes even if you're having an on-campus class issue that is software related that you want to have assistance with. IT is always going to be your location for your hardware, but if you're like, how do I make this Excel spreadsheet ADA compliant, we can help you with those kind of things. The other thing that I want everybody to remember is that we do have on October 30th an accessibility workshop and training that will be held, and it is by the state level, by the CCC Tech Center. We will all be there in the ITC to serve as your training assistants to make sure that not only do you get that benefit of the state level training, but that when it's over, you know where to come if you have additional questions or concerns. You can still come to us and we can still answer those questions. A new session of Introduction to Teaching and Learning with Canvas has just started today. If you are interested in signing up for that, please email Mr. Botangan at rbotangan@barstow.edu and he'll get you signed up for that. We are working on developing other workshops and training sessions. The 2 that I want to begin with is a training workshop on accessibility that will be local, and a training workshop that will teach you how to build an online class that goes beyond the technical components into how do you successfully teach online and have the same student success and retention rate that you do on campus. because there are tips and techniques that we've discovered over 20 years of doing this that we want to share with the faculty. And we need the faculty input to find other ways so that we're giving everybody the best information that we can. Thank you.
Somebody took my notes. It has like a yellow sheet behind it, but that's, I think I know what's next on the agenda. But let me just thank you, Nancy, thank you for the update, Lisa and Tanisha and Brian, wonderful work. No problem, thank you. Just these are really significant changes for our college, providing additional support for our students and faculty. And it also represents the wonderful teamwork with faculty and staff, administrators. So thank you for all of that good work. Appreciate it, great deal. Next, I am really pleased to have a visitor with us this morning. And for those of you, classified and management, and hopefully after I talk with our Senate President, hopefully we can include faculty. Many of you took the KIND quiz, which is something that we're using to look at the values of our folks and look at aligning values for a variety of purposes. But what we know about Barstow Community College is that we have an exceptionally empathetic and compassionate group of individuals. So based on that, I think you will especially welcome our visitor. He's the Executive Director of the Mojave Valley United Way, Mr. John Gregg. Many of you may know him from Barstow. He's I think a beloved person who's worked in the community quite a bit of time. And I want folks to know that many of you contribute to our Barstow College Foundation. We're very appreciative of that. But our foundation president, I checked with him to see if it's okay if we can spread your love and empathy and generosity to other organizations, and they're perfectly fine with that. So with that, I'd like to bring up Mr. Gregg to talk about
I'm gonna put your notes up here. Executive director basically means I clean the toilets and I get to talk to you fine folks. So get this turned on here. Thank you, Dr. Bagg. I really appreciate you letting us come up here and talk to everybody. Bob Clemmer, the foundation, thank you. But most importantly, thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys. And hopefully 5 minutes, relatively painless 5 minutes that we're gonna sit through. So what I don't like about campaigning is this style. Please give. They will all die if you don't give. They will die. Please give. So I'm choosing to be positive today. All right, Sarah, shut up. She won't shut up. I'm going to throw this in. But she's I'm sure she won't stop. So, some interesting numbers about the United Way. A lot of people don't know about it. I didn't until I applied for the job. United Way was founded in Denver, Colorado back in 1887. We're in nearly 1,800 communities and more than 40 countries and territories worldwide. All the money we raise stays in Barstow. That's why we are the Mojave Valley United Way. So what we do is we go out and we try to raise funds for some charities. We don't do it like they did back in the 1800s. They used to burn people at stake if they didn't donate. So they don't allow us to do that anymore. So that's a joke, you know. Who we are. We're your neighbors, your family, your friends, and your coworkers. You probably know most of our board, who we are, and who is on the board and makes the decisions. People from around town. I do like that we have a very diverse board because they are able to help bring different things to the table. We've always liked that type of a board. So who do we help? We support and fund 10 different agencies. These are our members: Barstow Pregnancy Center, New Hope Village, helps homeless people get permanent housing, Desert Sanctuary, Haley House, Domestic Violence Shelter. We also support Barstow Youth Activity Center, used to be Boys and Girls Club, Healthy Safe After School Place, Barstow Senior Center, Holiday Meals, Barstow Humane Society, Newberry Springs Service Association, Barstow Judo Club, and the Boy Scouts of America. And we also have 3 kids programs. It's Kids Smart Initiative. It's a kids pack program. It's food for kids on the weekend. Some kids' only meal, and I'm not tugging at your heartstrings, but their only meal is breakfast and lunch from the school district. So what we've done is we've created these food packs that they take home on Friday, so they got something to eat on the weekends, and they bring it back on Monday, and we refill it again and send it back out. That's one prong of the Kids Smart. The other one is school tools, and this is where we give basic school supplies for kids so they can do their homework. I don't have a pencil. Here's a pencil. Now go do your homework. You know, get better, graduate, become a member of society, come to Barstow Community College, get the education that you need. And then we also do STEM scholarships. And the reason it's STEM is that's part of our money comes from Edison, and that's one of their criteria. So it has to be a STEM-based program. So let's see, some positive numbers. Mojave Valley United Way started in 1956 and serving the Barstow area for 64 years. Kids Smart Initiative this year helped 6,154 students. Kids Pack program delivered 1,336 packs of food to 124 kids last year. This year, we were able to increase that to 143. The one bad thing was we had 256 requests from the two different school districts. We weren't able to meet our goal, but hopefully we can this year. New Hope Village maintained a 96% success rate in moving clients from homelessness to self-sufficiency and permanent housing. Barstow Youth Activity Center, 60 kids a day go through there. Club kids are more likely to graduate from high school, be physically active every day, and volunteer in their communities. This is why we help these programs. Desert Sanctuary Haley House gave assistance to over 1,859 victims of domestic violence in the 2017-2018 fiscal year. Desert Sanctuary Community Checks, we help them as well. Legal assistance, court support, CalWorks help, and sometimes it's just getting people a dress, a tie, a belt, and a ride to a job interview. And they decide all that. We don't decide that. The only thing we do is handle the money, hand it to them, and say, go work. Go take care of these people. Go help make our community stronger. That's what we do. Please know that your money is making a difference. And thank you, thank you, thank you. If you've ever dropped a coin in one of our boxes, if you've ever donated, thank you. We cannot say thank you enough because your money does make a difference here. So what we make stays here. All money stays in the Barstow area. We give United Way Worldwide nothing, they give us nothing. Reason being is per capita. If you think about Inland Empire, we got 23,000 people, they got a couple million. We raise $100,000, they're gonna take 90 of it and leave us with 10. That's why every dime we raise stays in the Barstow area. We use United Way, we pay for this, but every other dime stays in the Barstow area. Nothing ever leaves. Because everybody's seen the news stories of the guy from, was that Red Cross making $2 million a year, right? Everyone, I don't want to get the Red Cross. I mean, and I'm not picking on them, I'm just saying you see that. And I know United Way is taking a couple of D's. We are self-contained. Nothing leaves the Barstow area. Back to my books. My books are transparent. Anytime you want to come look at our books, please do. They are audited 4 times every month. I go over them, an independent firm goes over them, our treasurer goes over them, and then our entire board goes over them every month. I can show you where every dollar comes in and every dollar goes out. Nothing leaves this area. Just so you know where the money's going. It's the only way a charity works, is if you're transparent. The money can go to a general fund or it can go to a specific need. Simple little form, I'm gonna be set up on my table. If anyone would like to donate through payroll deduction, you can just fill it out. It takes less than 30 seconds. You can send it to the general fund. They will divide it up and get it out to the right people. Or you can say, you know what? My sister went through domestic violence, or I had a cousin that was in Boy Scouts. I want it to go there, or I want to split it. You can. You tell me where you want your money to go, what it impacts. You may love fuzzy animals, so then it goes to the Humane Society. Whatever you want to do with your hard-earned money that you're donating, you decide where it goes. Where are we going? Kids. Believe it or not, we are trying to pick up our kids program, pick up our Kids Smart program and help it out. $1 makes a difference. I know it doesn't seem like it. A couple of figures here, and if you're really good at math, don't correct me. Roughly 23,000 people in the Barstow area. If everyone gave $1 a paycheck based on 26 paychecks, $26, we would have $598,000 a year to help make our community stronger. Last year, we raised $102,000, and all the positive numbers were based on that. We're just trying to increase. The more we get in, we don't bank it, we don't keep it, we give it more to the agencies. If only a third of the people, 7,666 people in the Barstow area gave $5 a paycheck, that's just $130 a year, we would have $996,710 to make this community stronger. That's what we're trying to do. We're just out raising funds to help kids, get the education, get this community stronger, stop the homelessness, and help the programs that we need to help. Now, this is where I apologize. So, rich won't give it, poor don't have it. So who does everybody hit up? Small business and the working class. Why did we kick ass in World War II? The working class. Why did we win the Industrial Revolution? The working class. America is great because of our working class and because we come together and we work. So I want to apologize for coming to you once again, like everybody else, and saying, would you please give? But would you please give? So thank you for having me here. I do appreciate it. Don't clap. So there's a couple of ways you guys can get. I'm almost done. Just pull the plug out. Join the fight and help. So working class, thank you. How do you want to join the fight? Next steps. A couple different ways. Anybody in here addicted to Amazon like I am? Yeah, go ahead. Come on. We'll have a support group afterwards. We'll have a meeting. So it doesn't cost you any more money. You can go to Amazon Smile. Amazon Smile and order that exact same thing as you order, and they donate. I think it's a penny for every dollar or whatever it is, but it comes up, and it doesn't cost you any more, and just pick any charity that you want. Hopefully you'll pick Mojave Valley United Way in the bottom corner, but if you don't, I appreciate it. So Amazon Smile the way. Promote us. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever it is. Hey, what a great organization. Sat in a meeting, talk good about us, promote us. That's another way you can help us. You want to volunteer, you want to come help us deliver school tools. I can always use help, because right now I have over 600 jeans spread out that are in my office, and I'm organizing them all by myself, and I'm not kidding. Calvin Klein gave us jeans to get to the kids. So we're out working on that. So a lot of different ways, or you can do the payroll deduction, which is this little form here, take you less than 30 seconds. If you wish to fill one out, like I said, I will be out on the table. If not, there's plenty of ways to help out the Mojave Valley United Way. So I've got one more. Thank you for your time. And I would like to leave you with one inspiring words from Sigmund Freud. He always said, if it's not one thing, it's your mother. Thank you.
I miss my mother. Boy, that was a surprise. John, thank you. I just want to say we're proud, Marshall Community College is proud to be a partner with the Mojave United Way and to be your friend. I know we've done a variety of different things, even when we had the study of adult learners in the community, that your organization volunteered some time to answer questions because you're so well connected to the community. So thank you for contributing to Barstow. Okay, so next we have, there she is, Jessica Tango, an update on Caring Campus.
I know you guys are probably getting tired of hearing about it, but guess what? We're back and we get more. So as of fall 2019, Caring Campus had kind of ended, we wrapped it up. I was hoping to keep going forward and put together a task force, and I just got a call from our coach about a week ago, and we get hopefully 2 more meetings with the coach here on campus to implement more behavioral commitments that we had come up with in the group. And then also in the late winter, early spring, some of the group can go and to a regional meeting to collaborate with other colleges to see what it was that they did, how they did it, and what they're doing to move forward. So hopefully I'll be hearing from Jordan within the next week or 2 if they got the money, so we can set up our meetings and keep going forward. So those of you that were on Caring Campus prior, you will be getting more emails from me. Please don't ignore them. Last time we bribed you with free lunch and breakfast, maybe we could do that again. But again, so far so good. I mean, I know we're working on finishing the other 2 behavioral commitments going forward. We got the name tags, we got the maps, training for customer service, and one other one that I can't remember off the top of my head. But so far, we've gotten really good feedback, and Jordan loves everything that we've been doing on campus, so hopefully we can keep moving forward. Thanks.
Thank you, Jessica, and I wanted to let you know that just validating Jordan's impression of the great participation of our college. He's asked me to speak on a panel of the Community College League in, I think it's in November, in Riverside, to talk about what the college has done in response to the Caring Campus initiative. So Jessica, thank you for your leadership again, and for all of you who participated in that. I think it's really fits into our culture, what we really already are, but hopefully takes it to another level. So thank you. Okay, next we have Nancy Moonskill with the faculty news update. Welcome
Good afternoon, everyone. Just to give an update on our new tenure track employees, we have Peter Esperanza and Christopher Nalbandian. I'm not sure if they're here or not. Guess not. And we also have our athletic director and faculty member, Minor Mendoza. And because faculty are supportive of our students and committed in doing what matters at our college, this year we will continue working with our Guided Pathways liaison and lead, Dr. Beverly Ranney, our facilitators, Eduardo Vasquez, Susan Nylander, Lilia Franco, Denise Pasley, Api Lialofi, Gustavo Bento, Emily Garrison, and Melissa Madison. Our co-curriculum co-chairs, Melissa Madison and Eduardo Vasquez, as we work on courses and ADTs. And as we begin the process of assessing student learning outcomes, and more importantly, our program learning outcomes, we will need to support our new co-chairs, Joseph Williams and Penny Shreve, as there will be some adjustments to the forms. They will be offering workshops so that faculty will have a clear understanding of the relevancy and importance that this work provides us in ensuring that our programs are current and reflective of what our students need to successfully transfer to a four-year college and to find jobs within our community, our state, and our country. Thank you.
Thank you, Nance. Very affirmative. Appreciate that. Next, it's my pleasure to welcome up our Associate Student Government to give us some updates on student life.
Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me? Good. Okay, my name is Maya. Hi, everybody. This is Mercy. We're going to talk to you guys today about our student discount cards. They're very important. They're available for purchase inside the admissions and records office for staff, students, and faculty. Anyone else, community, family members, friends, they're available for purchase inside of the bookstore.
Okay, and you guys have to really look at these new AHG discount cards. And as you can see, if you guys do have one, it is new and improved. Not only the card itself is improved, but the discounts. Like El Pollo Loco, on last year's discount card, it was 10% off. But on this year's, you purchase a 2-piece meal with the drink, and you get a 2-piece meal for free. You know, so lunchtime and dinner time. And as our new addition to the card, Barca's very own Del Taco. So that's a new addition to our card. And purchasing these cards, it gives back to our community, if you guys didn't know that. By utilizing these discount cards, it helps give back to our community. It helps the college by putting Barca Community College on the map with our logo on the windows, on the decal cards. And most importantly, the reason why we do this for the students, my peers.
Yeah, so basically your support is not only appreciated, but it's very direct. Everything that all the funds that are generated from these discount cards are put directly back into the students, back into the campuses. I mean, the events that we have on the campus, such as the things that we host in the Viking game room from 12:30 to 1:30 for the students' lunchtime. Also, they help us like for Club Brush, everybody's in Club Brush, like everything that we generate is all from the money that you guys put into the discount card. So we appreciate all the support that all the staff and faculty has been putting into that. And other than that, we have been working on changes for the Student Life Center. We've relocated. Andrew's been a big help in everything that we've been having going on over there. Ms. Joanne, thank you for being a great advisor for ASG. And we're always open to any suggestions. There's a box right outside the ASG room, so come by and drop off anything. And thank you.
Thank you. We're very appreciative of our student leadership for your advocacy, your support for students. And also thank you, Joanne, for being their fearless leader as well. Appreciate it. And next, we have our fearless pack leader, Mr. Ed Will. You've got some updates for us. What's going on?
Well, good afternoon. Oh, that was pathetic. Let's try that again. Good afternoon. Oh, what a beautiful day. You missed the Rolling Stones rock show on August 12th. Anybody go to that? Elena? Oh, yes, we do have some partiers. Wow, I remember Keith Richards getting up there and saying, if it's too loud, you're too old. So that was a lot of fun. And we have our next concert coming up on September 21, and that is going to be Born on the Bayou. It is a Creedence Clearwater Revival band, and they are really excited to come, and I've got to get a lot of extra stuff. They're doing smoke and fog and all kinds of weird stuff, but that's all right. We'll accommodate. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then October 18th through 26th, the Barstow Community College Theater Arts and Callboard Club are going to be doing Dracula. So they're in rehearsal already for that. It's going to be a wonderful show. And right behind that, we have Theater 29 coming in for November 2 and 3 with Little Shop of Horrors. So if you enjoyed that show with the growing plant, Audrey 2, that promises to be a wonderful show, so come out and join us for that. And that's all I'm going to talk about today. So there, thanks, bye.
Thank you, Ed. Always great things happening at the club. We appreciate it. Okay, so now we have new employee recognition. So this is a lot of fun. Some people have been introduced, but I might repeat some names. I have a comprehensive list of people, and this is really looking at the board-approved positions over the summer. So it's from June, July, and August. So let's see, I've got these. We'll go from June, and if you don't mind, just to make sure everybody can see new people, whether you're new to the college or just new to a position, if you don't mind just standing real quickly. We've got Melissa Church, who had been out at Fort Irwin, is the Student Success Advisor for Congratulations, Melissa. I want to recognize, he's not new, but Chris Holtz is a full-time chemistry instructor one semester. I just wanted to recognize Chris. He's not here. He's probably out finding Chuck-Willa lizards. He's a lizard fan. He's very enthusiastic, a wonderful addition. Nelson Ramos, math instructor. Is he here? Hey, thank you. And I think we mentioned Peter Esperanza. I don't think he's here, but we want to welcome him to our full-time math faculty. I would also like to acknowledge Lisa Holmes as our official accreditation liaison officer. So that's on time. Let's see. I would also like to acknowledge, certainly not new to the college, but new in a position, Kim Young, Director of Human Resources, Organizational Development, and Performance Improvement. Is Kim here this afternoon? It's a brand new position. And Barbara Rose, your position, it's a Human Resources specialist or?
Administrative service partner.
Administrative service partner, appreciate that. And I think this really reflects the way in which human resources is partnering with all of the areas. So, Barbara Rose, welcome to your position in human resources. Seriously, all of us. Abiel Milan, our new database analyst one. Is Abiel here this afternoon? You must be back there crunching numbers. That's what I'm guessing. We want to welcome Abiel. A great addition to the college. I would like to recognize, certainly not new to the college, but again, Nancy Olson, our new interim director of instructional technology. I don't think she's here, but I want to also acknowledge Heather Meinhardt as the interim dean of enrollment management and services. And Melissa Meadows, interim director of guided pathways, equity and achievement. Is Melissa here? It's important work moving the college forward. Mr. Dave Clausen, our new vice president of administrative services. I want to welcome Dave. He's coming most recently from Lassen College, there for over 10 years. I don't know if folks know where Lassen College is. It's up north in Susanville, north of Sacramento, north of Reno, east of Redding. Got it about right? And I just learned this morning elevation is about 5,000. So it's we've come down to the desert. We're very grateful to have you. Thank you, Dave. Mr. Tim Botangian is the interim dean of instruction, academic support, and online learning. And Curie Burrell, our institutional planning and research specialist. Not new to the college, but a new role. Mr. Brian Asdell, our interim director of women's sports services. Timothy West.
Hey.
It's great to have you.
Yeah.
And Myra Mendoza, we are so happy to have you as our new athletic director. It's a full-time faculty position. Welcome, Myra. And there she is, Jasmine Alaga, administrative assistant for the instruction. If I
have one word I'd like to
I
introduce.
thought so.
That's okay. Jackie Diaz, she is the new office secretary for Foster and Kinship Care Education Program.
Jackie, welcome, and you're an alumni as well, so it's so nice to have you working for the college as well.
That's Zephyr.
And Zephyr, yes, our new instructional design specialist. Thank you for filling in. We did have some other out-of-class assignments that I can mention as well. Melissa Church, you're working, supporting A&R. I appreciate that. And Tanessa Tinley is also working to support A&R in the evaluator position as we're recruiting. All important positions, so thank you. Wonderful. Anyone else? What's that? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, Tanisha.
I think you were,
She was named last.
I guess it wasn't May,
Yeah.
but I mean, now we've embarrassed you, I'm so sorry. You're doing a fantastic job. Vanessa Young, who's serving as our Dean of Counseling and Student Support, correct? We're very lucky to have you. This person I know has a great reputation down the hill as well, so I know we stole her. I've got people who are still mad at me, but I don't care. I'm so happy to have you. Thank you. Did I miss anybody else? Hopefully
And then
not.
our new adjunct counselor, Lynette.
Thank you. I appreciate you being here. You were such an active participant in our associate faculty forum as well. Thank you for being here today. Well, wonderful. And thank you for the food again, Alex and crew. We appreciate it as always. Keeping us well fed. It's important. So I'd like to open it up. Does anyone else have any announcements that you would like to make for the good of the order? Yes, not, okay. Well, thank you, I appreciate it. First All College, guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, short week, and stay cool. I'm glad that they opened this one for us.
Oh yeah, like caramel, filled with caramel. Oh, I swear to God, caramel.